Children drink in 30 seconds.
Experimental.
How many men will it take to sink this 4-seater boat?
Experimental.
Welcome to Experimental, a brand new knockout competition to find the country's sharpest science sharks. 2 teams are beating their brains out today. The red team are from Abbey School in Darlington. Please welcome...
Chloe, Susie, Andrew.
The green team are from Berridge School in Nottingham. Please welcome...
Amina, Jack, Rakib.
Those are the teams! Now, you do not have to be a rocket scientist to understand the rules. We will show both teams the beginning of an experiment. Then, using sense, science and smarts, they have to predict the outcome. They'll be given all the appropriate experimental apparatus and they will receive advice from our science analysis matrix, Sam, as I like to call her. Hey, baby, any advice?
If it's green, it's biology. If it stinks, it's chemistry. If it has numbers, it's maths. If it doesn't work, it's technology.
I love it when you talk science. But on with the first experiment. Now, outside this research lab is a testing ground, and our chief experimenter is Holly Willoughby.
Welcome to the experimental testing ground. 55 acres of frontline science. Over the coming series, you will be witness to crashes, bashes, thrills, spills, and all manner of amazing stunts. But our first experiment involves this giant party popper. Like the real thing, it has a massive coloured streamers and a cardboard lid. But whereas your traditional party poppers have about 10 milligrams of friction-sensitive explosives in them, now that's about enough to cover a pinhead. See, not very much. This little baby has enough explosives to blow a hole in a brick wall. But your challenge is to work out how high this giant party popper will throw its lid and streamers.
So there you go, that is the test. How high will the party popper blow its lid? Your experimental test time starts now. So Sam, tell me, what advice will both our teams need?
The explosive in Holly's popper has about 3,000 times more energy than a real popper. But the lid and streamers are about 3,000 times heavier.
Cheers, Sam. The teams are starting their experiment by measuring how high a normal party popper can throw its lid.
My analysis suggests Holly's popper is 25 times more dynamic than the team's popper.
Explode to about...
But what was that?
That the
So it's about 1. We're going to do some more party poppers. Okay. You have calculators to do that answer. One, 400. I'll just quickly, what was that? One. That's about 118.
Okay, teams, your time is up. I need your predictions now.
18 metres. 13.65 metres.
Let's see how our team's theory ties in with reality. Holly.
OK, Otis, the party popper is now primed and loaded, and the whole area has been cleared for safety reasons. But here to commence ignition is our technician, Herbie. Herbie, what are you doing? You know that it's very, very dangerous. We've got explosives here. Now, can you get back so we can start ignition, please? Can you believe that? Right. Herbie, are you ready? I said, are you ready, Herbie? OK, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! OK, Otis, the party popper blew its lid 17.55 metres.
The Reds were 98% accurate with their prediction. The Greens were 78% accurate with theirs. And those are the scores after the first round. Our next experiment experiment takes place right here in the research lab. We have a giant glass marked off in litres with 20 straws. It contains 22 litres of squash. All our teams have to do is predict how much squash 20 of our observation team can drink in 30 seconds. They have their very own squash, some beakers, straws, a measuring jug and a stopwatch. Teams, your time starts now.
Wait, start going to the left. Stop.
What do the guys need to look out for here?
This is a difficult experiment to calculate. The teams can measure how much one person can drink in 30 seconds, but will all 20 members of the observational team behave the same?
Bit more.
The teams are measuring how much squash a single person can drink in 30 seconds. Multiply the result by 20 and they should have the answer.
You're fast. Hello. I convert into litres. Divided by 2 times by 20. 4.76, that is.
OK, teams, your time's up. Captains, your predictions, please.
4.76 litres.
10.20 litres.
So let's see how our team's theory ties into the facts. Observation team, there are 20 of you. You each have a straw and 30 seconds to drink as much as you like. Drink now! Three litres gone and they're halfway through their time. 10 seconds left. 7, 6. 3, 2, 1. Stop drinking, please. Stop drinking right now. OK, you guys have drunk 4 litres. The Reds were 81% correct with their prediction, so they are now on 179 points. The Greens, unfortunately, were so way off the mark they didn't score, so their score is still 78. So with the Red team in the lead at the moment, we head back outside to our testing ground for our next stunt. Holly.
The recommended number of passengers for this little dinghy is 4 adults. Any more than that and you run the risk of it sinking. The question facing our teams is just how many members of the Grasshoppers rugby team will it take before the dinghy actually does sink?
That's your challenge, teams. How many men will it take to sink the boat? Your time starts now. To help with their estimate, the teams are sinking lab dishes by placing measured weights inside them. OK, now, Sam, men versus tiny weights. I mean, how are they going to figure this one?
When you next climb into a bath, notice how the water level rises as you displace it. The boat will float until the weight of the men and the boat itself exceeds the weight of the water they are displacing.
That's 10. Should we try that again? That's fine.
Each of your men, in this instance, weights you have, will weigh between 90 and 110 grams. OK?
Oh, that hurts. That's no. That's 10. One on one side, one on the other side. That's 3.
OK, teams, your time's up. Your predictions, please. How many men?
10 men.
6 men.
Well, let's see how your theory ties into the facts. Back out to Holly.
To help Herbie and I with this experiment, we've been joined by 14 rugby players from the Grasshoppers Rugby Club, West London. We've also been joined by Kieran, who's a lifeguard. Now, that's just in case anything goes wrong. But putting all thoughts and feelings of personal safety aside, these boys will be climbing into this dinghy until it sinks. Now, to ensure that it does sink, instead of tipping, we've fitted an anti-roll bar. OK, boys, in you get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
noticed, as you can see behind me, it took 10 men to climb in the boat before it began to sink. Now it's completely sunk.
The red team were 100% accurate with their prediction, bringing their total to 279. The greens were 60% accurate, bringing their total to 138. So that means with a winning score of 279 points, Abbey School in Darlington top our leaderboard. At the end of the series, the top 2 teams on our leaderboard will battle it out in a grand final. But right now, the red team has an opportunity to increase their top score by predicting the outcome of our 4th and final stunt, the fabulous Furniture Fling-a-thon. We go out to Holly.
Our final game gives our winning team the opportunity to score some extra points by simply guessing how far this massive nitrogen cannon can fling furniture. Now, as you can see, we've got quite an array of furniture back here, ranging from your traditional dining table to that piano over there. But the choice of what gets flung first gives to you, our observational team.
OK, observation team, what gets flung first? Choose now.
Right, while Herbie's loading the toilet onto the furniture flinger, I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to the 3rd member of our team. His name's Gerald, and he's a crash test dummy. Now, Gerald, you know this problem that happens when you get scared? Well, I thought at least you'd be in the right place this time, eh?
So it's simple, guys. How far will the ram throw the toilet? You have 10 seconds, starting now. Here's an extra bit of information. The package will weigh 47.5 kilos. Earlier today, 40 kilos was sent just over 28 meters. Time is up. May I have your prediction, please?
24 meters.
24 meters, huh? Let's see how their theory ties into fact. Holly.
The toilet is now loaded, Gerald is in position, and the whole area has been cleared for safety reasons. So, Herbie, let her rip. Right, the official distance the toilet has been flung is 24.5 metres.
The red team were 98% accurate with their prediction, bringing their total to 377 points. But will they still be there next time? Make sure you join us when 2 more teams will be taking a sideways look at science with a double-barreled rocket, a team of water-lifting weightlifters, and elastic-powered stuntmen. See you next time.
Let's go, go, go! If we set your mates up like this, or this, what do you reckon they'd do next? Will they crack up, or just freak out? Well, my friend, if this lot can suss it out,
what do we think, guys?
They'll win some killer prizes.
Blooming gorgeous.
Stakeout's back, and the hits have got bigger, better, and darned right dillier. Fridays at 5:15 on the CBBC channel.
Steady on, boy.